Well, I want to wish y'all Merry Christmas. Look what I found, a big old chunk of hornstone, I believe it is. I'm trying to lug this thing out of here. It weighs probably 3 to 4 pounds probably. But I'm gonna park way down yonder, and I found it up here on the upper end, and this field is like I don't know how many acres it is. It's a bunch of it. This is the place where I found you that watched my video a night or two ago. This is where I found that banded broken banner stone about 25 years ago, I guess. I don't know, somewhere right over in there. And I was actually walking from the far end all the way to the upper end, because right up there where it kind of bottlenecks, there seemed to be a whole lot more concentration of points, but there's flint chips all over the place. But I've walked up on one. It looks like a blade's there. I don't know about the back end, but I'm just hoping for one today. It's be my Christmas point if it's all there. It looks pretty good what we can see of it. Let's hope the rest of that base is there. Oh, and it is. Shoot. Boy, can't complain about that on Christmas Day, can we? He ain't the prettiest one, but have you looked in the mirror lately? I have this morning, just took a glimpse of me. He got one little shoulder a little bit worked off more than the other side, but I'm glad to find him. I mean, you can see what I'm having to look through. You know, this has been no-till for the last, God, I don't know how long. But this actually is only the second time I've been in here in about 25 years. I found one more Adena the last time I was here. I didn't film it. But I seen they had scratched this, and I looked it back probably, I don't know, a couple of months ago. And I didn't realize they had sowed a cover crop on it, or I'd have been back before now, because we've had some real good rains. But anyway, I can still see, you know, relatively good enough to, well, at least find one anyway. Maybe we'll find some more. I'll get off here. I appreciate you watching. Hope you all have had a Merry Christmas. I have. My wife bought me a metal detector. We couldn't ask for more than that, could we? When arrowhead hunting ain't on, well, maybe we can learn how to find a few dimes and pay for the fuel that we burn out running from field to field. And but I don't know how to use the thing. I've watched demos on it so far. She bought me the Garrett Ace 250. I watched some demos on it, and it looks easier than what it is when you get out. I took it out in my backyard last night, and you know, it bonged on everything you went across, and I went back out this morning and tried to get some more hits. And you know, I've got a lot to learn about it. I've never done any of it, but every time I'd find something, I'd start digging on it, and I couldn't find what it was bonging on, and then take it and kind of go over it with a pinpointer, and it was gone. So I got a lot to learn. But I know how to hunt a point, though. I just got to find them. Appreciate you watching. I'm back again. I think I got a glimpse of one down in here hiding. I can see it. I think it's damaged on it. I'm just lucky to see him. Golly, look how thin that thing is. What's a shame. Little serrations on it. Been a sweet little piece if it all been there. While I got the camera on, I thought I'd share one with you. I mean, I typically don't tell on myself, just like maybe most of you don't. But I mentioned I got out that metal detector and looked over the demos online about how to use the thing, and there's a base right there. There's live action. But anyway, you know how when we fall, the first thing we want to do is see if anybody's seen us or not. Well, you can't see what I've done, but I'm going to tell you anyway. They recommend doing a bench test with that thing, with, you know, like a quarter and a dime and a nickel, and then you trash items like you bottle tabs and whatnot. And you got the option to discriminate, you know, what you want to pick up on. Of course, you that use metal detectors knows all about this, but just for the benefit of you that don't know, like me, they recommend doing a bench test and run that in front of there, to where you can get an indication about what the different sounds of material sounds like. Well, they made it look real easy on the demo online, and so I got it up on the table away from any metals, and I turned it on and I swiped that cord around there and it went boom, boom. And I took a nickel and it boom, boom. Same way with a dime and a penny, it boom, boom, just real clear. And I took that bottle tab and it went boom, boom. And I thought, what? So I took another little fine piece of I think it was like a half a piece of a copper washer or something, just a piece of metal. Boom, boom, just as loud as the quarter and the dime and the nickel. And I was done already huffing and puffing, and I hadn't even tried it since I thought about it. While I've been out here, it just dawned on me that they wasn't smart enough from the manufacturer in making that video to tell people like me that you need to do it on a hand that doesn't have a wedding band on it. So, very possible that bong bong was picking up on my ring. So if you try that at home, be sure and take your ring off or use the other hand. I thought you might benefit from that, just like I have. If something don't come right out of the box working, I don't have any patience for it at all, hardly. And I may never get no further than just looking at the review online. I know I won't until the weather warms up, because I don't like fiddling with something in the cold weather unless it's something I already am acquainted with. And so, anyway, there's your holiday humor on Christmas. If you want to laugh at me, you go right ahead, because I'll laugh right along with you, because I found it humorous when I actually thought about what I had done. So I'm anxious to get home now and see if the review was accurate or not. But I was all huffy and puffy. Like I mentioned, I'm like that with most anything that I get that I'm not acquainted with. If it don't work just as quick as I pick it up, just like they say it's going to, well then I'm about half through with it, and I don't have no patience when it comes to stuff like that. But I could stay here all day long though and look for arrowheads. But I hope you enjoy the video, and again, I hope you've had a Merry Christmas, and I'll get off here and we'll show you these after a while, and hopefully I can find something else. But if not, I ain't done too bad. Later. I'm back with you again just a few minutes later. I walked up on this piece, and I was debating on whether it was a broken tip or not, but the more I'm looking at it, the more that base looks like it's worked. And I believe it is. Shoot, yeah. Good looking little triangle, or whatever shape you want to call it. It's thin, and it appears to be all there. Maybe a little bird preform or something, but I'm glad to find the thing. When you look out across this field, a lot of people would drive right by this, because it doesn't appear as though, but I'm not going to be looking for one over you on that wood line till I get over there. I'm going to be looking right here. No further than probably 2 to 3 foot on both sides of me. And if you can see anything much, you stand a chance of finding something. A whole lot more than you would if you were sitting at home. Appreciate you watching. I'm back again. Still lugging that daggum piece around right there. I've got one down here that looks awful sweet. Well, let's just hope the base is there on that thing. That little piece, serrated. Come on, baby. Let's have a white Christmas. I believe he's there. All right. He may not be as symmetrical as what I would have hoped for, but he's got 2 notches. Well, I'll make you a cleanup after a while. I'm satisfied with today's finds. Appreciate you watching.
that you'll settle down, that you found a girl and you're married now. I heard that your dreams came true. Guess she gave you things I didn't give to you. Old friend, why are you so shy? Ain't like you to hold back or hide from the light. I hate to turn up out of the blue uninvited, but I couldn't stay away. I couldn't fight it. I had hoped you'd see my face and that you'd be reminded that for me it isn't over. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you too. Don't forget me. I think I remember you say sometimes it lasts and loves, but sometimes it hurts instead. Sometimes it lasts and loves, but sometimes it hurts instead. You know how the time flies, only yesterday was the time.
That reminds me of Pistol Man. It's awful rough and crude.
And raised in a summer haze, bound by the surprise of our glory days.
I want to ask you about this, Bevel Blade.
Turn up out of the blue uninvited, but I couldn't stay away. I couldn't fight it. I had hoped you'd see my face.
Is it a bladelet?
That you'd be reminded that for me
Or is it just a flake?
never mind, I'll find someone like you.
Be a broken one in a minute.
The best for you too. Don't forget me. I think I remember.
You know, outside of today's finds, I hadn't found a point since the last one I found.
Nothing compares, no worries or cares, regrets and mistakes, their memories made. Who would have known how bittersweet this would taste? Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you. Don't forget me. I think I remember you say sometimes
It's a cool piece right there. I like it.
sometimes it hurts instead. Never mind.
I really like that.
Someone like you. I wish
Here's my white Christmas.
best for you too. Don't forget me. I think I remember you say sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts.
Sweet little blade on that.
Sometimes it lasts,
Guys, I appreciate you watching.
sometimes it hurts.
Had a good day. Wishing you the best. Appreciate you watching.